Hello YouTube family. How are you guys doing today? I hope all is well. Welcome to Peggy Joe's Kitchen and welcome to my channel. Today I will be cooking spaghetti with meat sauce. I'll come back and show you all the ingredients that you'll need to make this recipe. Stay with me. Okay, so here are the ingredients that you'll need to make this spaghetti and meat sauce recipe. I have about a pound and a half of ground beef, and you can use whatever you need. If you want to use the 80/20, that's fine. Or if you want to use a leaner cut, that's also fine. And then I'm going to also add some sweet Italian sausage. And so far as my vegetables, I'll be putting orange bell pepper, a green bell pepper, and yellow bell pepper. We're going to cut up some onion, and I have a few cloves of garlic I'll be putting in the mix. And then we have 3 stalks of celery, and I'm going to slice up some white cap mushrooms. And so far as the sauces go, we'll be using the Prego, but I'm going to be adding some other sauces to it and put my own little spin on it as well. And we'll be using some Rotel tomatoes, some crushed tomatoes, and I'm going to be adding some of my homemade P-Man's barbecue sauce. And I'm going to be using the thin spaghetti, and I think this is a 16-ounce box. And so these are the things that we'll need. I'm going to go ahead and get my seasonings, my vegetables all chopped up. I'm going to use the food processor, so I'll come back and show you the chopped vegetables once I'm done with the food processor. And then I'll go ahead and get the meat started, the ground beef and the sausage. And then we'll come back and show you what it all looks like while it's cooking. Okay, so the ground beef and the Italian sausage is browning up nicely. Getting it all chopped up. Mostly fine, but I'm going to leave a few big chunks of meat in there as well. And whenever this is done, I'm going to go ahead and drain whatever fat that's in the pot. We'll drain that off. And over here I have some water starting to boil for the spaghetti. So we'll be putting the salt and the spaghetti in just a few minutes. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drain the fat off of the meat, and then we'll come back and we'll saute our vegetables. And that's 3 different kinds of bell peppers, celery, garlic, and onion. And then we will saute our mushrooms too. And we'll season the meat once we put the meat back into the pot with our spices. Okay, so our water is boiling. I'll go ahead and put some salt in the pot. And I'm using kosher salt. And you want to taste the water to make sure there's enough salt. And I have plenty of salt in there. We're going to turn the big pot up a little bit so we can do our sauteing of our vegetables. We'll put the spaghetti in and get it down in the pot and get it stirred up so that it don't stick. And if you move it around quite a bit, it won't stick, so. Alrighty. So the spaghetti is boiling nicely. Go ahead and turn the pot down a little bit. And keep an eye on it so it doesn't boil over. Because we all know that when that happens, that's a real mess. Okay. We're going to get our pot heated up so that we can start to add our vegetables. I'm going to put just a little bit of olive oil down in the bottom of my pot. And we'll go ahead and put our vegetables in. Get that sauteed up. Okay, and we're going to add our mushrooms in there as well. Get our mushrooms and vegetables. Stir it up. And we're going to let the spaghetti boil roughly about 10 minutes. But we'll check it and make sure that it's done. And you want to kind of toss it around to keep them from sticking. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start seasoning, put some spices into our vegetables too. And then once the meat is in, we'll put a little bit more because we want to flavor all of the layers. A little lemon pepper, celery salt, onion powder, garlic powder. And I'm going to put some garlic pepper in too. And we'll be adding some oregano and some herbes de Provence into the pot too, but we'll do that once we put the sauce. And we'll put some pepper chips, red crushed pepper chips in it too. But once we get the sauce in it, then we'll start to add those. You just want to cook your vegetables down just until they get slightly soft, because we'll be cooking them some more in the sauce. So you don't have to cook them all the way down. All right, it's time to add our meat back into the pot. And that's our sausage and ground beef. Italian sausage. And you can use whatever type of meat you like. If you want to do um, ground turkey, you can. If you want to use spicy Italian sausage and ground beef, I just chose to use the sweet Italian sausage. And I had the ones that were in the casing, and I took it out of the casing and just put it in like you would cook the ground beef. And it comes in a pack also without the casing if you like that. I just buy whichever one's on sale. The ones that are in the casing probably a little bit cheaper for some reason. So, all right, the meat is going good, and we're going to go ahead and put some lemon pepper in there, some garlic pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and celery salt. And I got to get some seasoning salt too. Go to the cabinet and get that. And we want to put seasoning salt. Get that stirred up in there. And it's almost time to add our sauces. And we're going to add our Rotel tomato first. So let's go ahead and put that down into the pot. And get those stirred in. All right, let's just taste our meat and see how well we've seasoned it. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think that's perfect for right now. And then when we put our sauces, we'll put more seasonings, more spices. Okay, so I had a little bit of crushed tomatoes left over from another recipe, so I'm going to go ahead and pour that in. Let's check our spaghetti. Okay. Our spaghetti is ready. So I'm going to go ahead and get that drained. Just turn the stove off over here. All right. There's our spaghetti. Okay, let's stir this sauce into the meat. Okay, it's time to add our spaghetti sauce, and my spaghetti sauce that I'm going to be using is Prego. And it has mushrooms in it too. Okay, so we go ahead and pour that down into the pot. Put a little water in your jar, shake it around, and get all of that out of there. Okay, let's stir in this sauce. Okay, now we're going to add some more crushed tomatoes. We're going to make our sauce really saucy. Right, I have to change my battery. It's about to go out. Our oregano and our other herbs. Okay, let's put a little oregano. And remember, I have the Italian sausage in there, so the sausage has some of those same spices, so you don't want to put too much and overpower it. Okay, let's add some red crushed pepper chips. Give it a little spice. Okay. Some seasoning salt again. A little bit of celery, salt. Everything else that I put in before, I'm going to put it in one more time. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and put in my pea man's sauce. We'll squirt some of that in there. This is a barbecue sauce that I use whenever I'm doing ribs and rib tips, barbecue chicken, and all of that. And hopefully one day I'll be able to share that recipe with you guys and put it on the market. Wow, it's coming out good. And of course, we must put some sugar. Anytime we're dealing with tomato base sauce, you want to add some sugar. And that counteracts the acid that are in the tomatoes. So it's probably about 2 tablespoons. But you can start out with a tablespoon first, taste it, and then see what you think. Everybody's sugar level is different, and I'm not doing it to make it sweet. All right. So we're going to go ahead and let this simmer for about 20 minutes, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like when we assemble the spaghetti into the sauce. Stay tuned. Okay, let's take a look and see how the sauce is coming along. Oh yeah. So it's been about 20 minutes and I've let it simmer on a medium-low heat. Okay, and I've got the air fryer preheating on bake, and I'm going to bake some Italian breadsticks, garlic breadsticks, and it's going to take 5 to 6 minutes, and I'm preheating it at 425 degrees. I'm just going to go ahead and pop 2 or 3 of them in there. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and put 2 in there. Put it on the little pan. And it's going to go into the air fryer. And whenever I assemble the spaghetti on the plate, I'm going to sprinkle some cheddar jack cheese, some shaved Parmesan cheese, and some fresh Gruyere cheese. I'm going to grate it with my grater. I'll show you guys when it's time. All right, let's take another look. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get some things situated, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like all plated. Okay, let's take the bread out. All right. Sauce is done. Spaghetti's ready. Now we'll assemble it. A little bit of spaghetti. I like to put a little cheese on my spaghetti first. That's the the cheddar jack, some shaved Parmesan, and then we'll put the sauce, meat sauce on. Let's see if we can find some, oh yeah, there's some mushrooms. Let's get us some mushrooms on there. A little bit more sauce. Okay. shred some Gruyere cheese on it. I love fresh grated cheese. All right. Let's get us one of these hot breadsticks. Okay. There you have it. Okay, I'm going to position you guys so you can see me taste test. Give me a second and I'll come right back. Okay, let's give it a taste test. Ooh, it's hot. Man, that's good. Get a little bit of cheese with it. Mmm. That is so tasty. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get off camera so I can finish eating. Thank you guys for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And of course, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss one video that's coming out of this kitchen. I love you guys. See you in the next one. Bye.